Ronaldo has married Georgina Rodríguez in an intimate ceremony at their living room. Barcelona are facing a major problem as they search for a new striker, and Neymar is reportedly angry with Santos fans. And this is your daily football news. Ronaldo get married in the living room. Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina Rodríguez have celebrated their wedding in the living room of their new home in Cascais, Portugal. Rather than choosing an extravagant location, the couple decided to keep the ceremony within a familiar family environment, with their children also present for the occasion. After the ceremony at home, Ronaldo and Georgina traveled with their children to the sanctuary of Fatima to receive a blessing. Georgina revealed that the wedding marks 10 years since she first met Ronaldo at a store in Madrid. Despite choosing a private ceremony, the couple still plan to organize a larger celebration in the future where they can invite family members and friends. Ronaldo and Georgina currently have 5 children and have repeatedly emphasized the importance of family in their lives. The intimate ceremony reflects their desire to keep the important moment close to their family. Barcelona need a new striker. Barcelona are facing a major problem ahead of the new season after losing both Robert Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Hansi Flick currently has only 18-year-old Ibrahim Diarra as a recognized central striker, leaving the Catalan club short of options in the number 9 position. Barcelona can still use versatile attackers such as Lamine Yamal and Anthony Gordon in a false 9 system, but the club are searching for a more natural goalscorer who can lead the attack. Their main target is Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. Although the transfer remains difficult because of the significant financial demands involved, Barcelona are under increasing pressure as the opening day of the La Liga season approaches. The club need to find a solution quickly if they want Flick to have a reliable striker available. With time running out, the pursuit of Alvarez has become increasingly important for Barcelona. Neymar angry with Santos fans. Neymar became one of the main talking points despite helping Santos complete a dramatic 2-1 comeback victory. The Brazilian star provided an assist, but his reaction towards the stands attracted even more attention. Neymar was visibly frustrated after repeated boos from Santos supporters following a misplaced pass during the first half. Speaking to ESPN Brazil, the 34-year-old openly expressed his disappointment and sent a clear message to the fans. He said that supporters who arrive at the stadium with a negative mindset would be better off staying at home. Neymar urged the crowd to continue supporting the team and providing positive energy instead of quickly turning against the players while the match was still being played. He pointed out that there were still 60 minutes remaining and called for the supporters to stay behind Santos. Chelsea wants £60 million for Nicolas Jackson. Nicolas Jackson's future at Chelsea has become increasingly uncertain after the London club placed a £60 million price tag on the Senegalese striker. According to RMC Sport, neither Chelsea nor head coach Xabi Alonso would oppose Jackson leaving the club this summer. However, the high asking price has forced Tottenham, Aston Villa and Atletico Madrid to carefully consider whether they want to make a move. Jackson spent last season on loan at Bayern Munich, scoring 11 goals in 34 appearances, but Bayern decided not to activate the £55.5 million purchase option. After returning to Chelsea, the striker's future remained unclear. He was notably not registered for the friendly against Real Sociedad. Chelsea have also added Danny Welbeck to their attacking options, while Liam Delap is also being considered for a possible sale. These developments have increased speculation that Jackson could leave Stamford Bridge. Scholes urges Arsenal to keep Lewis Skelly. Paul Scholes believes Arsenal should think carefully before allowing Miles Lewis-Skelly to leave the club. The former Manchester United midfielder has argued that the Gunners should keep the academy product rather than part ways with him while continuing with Martin Zubimendi. Speaking on the overlap fan debate, Scholes suggested that Lewis-Skelly could be used effectively as a central midfielder and warned that Arsenal could regret allowing the young player to join another Premier League club. Scholes also highlighted the importance of academy players and the value they bring to a club's identity. He referred to Danny Welbeck's move from Manchester United to Arsenal as an example of an academy product leaving one major club and becoming part of another. In Scholes' view, losing a player developed by the academy could represent more than a footballing loss because it could also affect the club's identity and connection with its young talent. Aston Villa close in on Wan-Bissaka. Aston Villa are getting closer to signing Aaron Wan-Bissaka after reaching an agreement in principle with the English defender. According to Football Insider, Villa are now continuing negotiations with West Ham to agree on the transfer fee, which is expected to be between £20 million and £25 million. Wan-Bissaka wants to return to the Premier League after West Ham were relegated last season. The 28-year-old brings significant Premier League experience from his previous spells with Crystal Palace and Manchester United and could provide Unai Emery with greater depth in defence. Villa also see his versatility as an advantage because he can play as a centre-back when required. Emery wants another defender who can compete with Matty Cash, who played 49 matches last season. Aston Villa are also working on a deal for Matteo Ruggeri from Atletico Madrid, meaning Emery could soon have several new defensive options. Aston Villa move for Zion Suzuki. Aston Villa have emerged as a potential destination for Zion Suzuki after the Japanese goalkeeper's proposed move to Paris Saint-Germain took an unexpected turn. PSG previously decided to stop negotiations with Parma after failing to agree on the commission requested by Suzuki's representatives, with the French club withdrawing. Aston Villa have now taken advantage of the situation and made contact with Parma. The English club have submitted their own proposal, although the exact value of the offer has not been revealed. Villa have a reason to accelerate their interest because the future of Emiliano Martinez remains unclear. If the Argentine goalkeeper eventually leaves the club, Villa could need a replacement. Suzuki could therefore become an important option for the Premier League side. The situation has changed quickly, with Aston Villa now potentially entering the race for a goalkeeper who had previously been close to joining PSG. Arsenal failed to convince Julian Alvarez. Arsenal attempted to return to the race for Julian Alvarez after Barcelona encountered difficulties during negotiations with Atletico Madrid. According to ESPN Argentina, Mikel Arteta personally contacted the Argentine striker in an effort to convince him to change his decision. The Arsenal manager saw an opportunity to reopen the possibility of a move after Barcelona's negotiations became difficult. However, Arteta's attempt ultimately failed to change Alvarez's mind. The striker made it clear that his priority remains a transfer to Barcelona. This means Arsenal now have very little hope of completing the deal despite Arteta becoming directly involved. Alvarez appears to have already decided that Camp Nou is his preferred destination. Barcelona therefore remain the striker's first choice, while Arsenal's attempt to convince him has seemingly ended without success. Real Madrid prepare Martin Zubimendi move. Real Madrid are planning a move for Martin Zubimendi as they look to improve their midfield options. According to Team Talk, Zubimendi has given the green light for the Spanish club to move forward with the deal for the midfielder. Zubimendi, who is 27 years old, is described in the report as a player currently with Real Sociedad or Arsenal and is considered one of Real Madrid's priority targets for strengthening the middle of the pitch. His ability to control possession, dictate play and provide defensive support is seen as a good fit for the demands of the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid are expected to send an official proposal soon in order to begin negotiations. If the offer arrives, a player's current club will need to consider the possibility of losing an important midfielder. Chelsea prepare major clear-out. Chelsea are preparing to make significant changes to their squad after bringing in several new players, including Maxence Lacroix and Giovanni Quenda. The London club are now working to reduce the size of their squad and balance their finances before the transfer window closes. 4 players have been identified as potential departures: Tosin Adarabioyo, Liam Delap, Nicholas Jackson and Mykhailo Mudryk. Adarabioyo has attracted interest from Monaco and Benfica, while both Delap and Jackson are being monitored by Premier League clubs including Tottenham and Aston Villa. Chelsea could also consider allowing Pedro Neto to leave Stamford Bridge this summer. The club are hoping that these potential departures will help them create a more balanced squad and improve their financial position. With several players attracting interest, Chelsea could remain very active in the transfer market as they look to finalize their squad before the window closes. And that wraps up your football breaking news from the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world are dropping right here on the Football Daily channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.